Hello, friends, and welcome back to Stan's Cutlery Universe. And today, I got something I'm kind of dual purposing this live. I had fun with the live yesterday, so I thought I'd do a live again today. See if we could get a few people in here. Tomorrow's Turkey Day, Thanksgiving, man. Hopefully, everybody's got some place to go, or will be with family or friends tomorrow. I know that sometimes this time of the year is not always the happiest or best time of the year for some people, but so always remember there are people that care about you in the world, whether they are family that's there, friends that are there, or family that and friends that are far away. You know, it's just, unfortunately, it's life. When I was in the Marine Corps, I had many Thanksgivings and Christmases thousands of miles away from my family and friends. Just hung out with other Marines that had no place to go either on those days. So, if you're in our armed forces serving abroad, thank you. Hopefully you have a great Thanksgiving. If you're blessed enough to be able to have been home for this, that's awesome. Well, it's Wednesday, and what happens on Wednesday? Well, if you're here in Stan's world, hey, Jersey knife guy, Mr. Pete, how you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you, Pete. If you're here in Stan's world, it's a mail call and a Wizbang Wednesday. Jason, how are you, my friend? Good afternoon. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I would start off with the Wizbang Wednesday because I'll use that to open up my mail call. Does that sound like it makes sense? I hope so. Okay, well, starting off is a timber rattler. Okay, these are actually not bad made knives, but this is this one that I could see at a gas station, and it's one that I would be forced by law to have to pick up because it just, as Bubba would say at Bubba's EDC, it tickles me. It'd be kind of weird to be tickled by it, but this is a pretty big size knife here. Look at this folding hunter. Now, this is the folding hunter that you'd use for when you're hunting T-Rex. So after you shot the T-Rex with the 500 nitro or the 600 nitro, you'd get this out to skin them. Okay? So you just get this out. It's beautiful here. I love it. This is a nice wood and bone. This here is bone with some burnt in and scratched in. And this is wood here and wood here. Stainless steel. This thing is really cool. Got like the butter or the bumblebee there, even though that's not used as part of the lock. It is just straight up a lock back. Very well made. This thing is a beast. Look at that. I mean, I'm ready for Thanksgiving. Going to my daughter's house for Thanksgiving. This is stainless steel Pakistan, timber rattler right there. But like I said, if this was in the gas station, or if I ever do end up coming across one of these in a gas station, it's not the model I already have. It is coming home with me. Brass liners. Pretty cool. Oh, I didn't realize I should have polished those. I didn't even think about it. But just a beast of a knife. I love this thing. I think it's really cool. Does it serve any practical purpose other than just cool? Nope. Well, Jason, it could be used for a mouse. Yes. Jason says he thinks it's a mouse skinner. It absolutely could be used for a mouse. Just, and cut him right in half. Should I do the mail call now? Man, I don't want to waste too much time on this because I'm not wasting it. This is pure cinematic history here. This is a awesome piece of cutlery. I love it. It's just so cool. Thing is so stinking big. Okay, let's get into this mail call. Now, I will warn you, this is not a knife. Okay, I'm going to put this thing away before it gets me. Guillotine action there. But it is part of like EDC gear. And what's really funny is because nobody else bid on it, I paid more for the shipping than I did for the knife. I guess that's not funny. Came to see me. Boy, you guys really don't have much going on in life, do you? Wow, this knife needs a little sharp. I guess it doesn't need sharpening. It's just operator error. Oh, man. Jeez, I'm going to cut my laptop if I'm not careful. I can't. The blade's so thick, I can't get it between the cardboard. There we go. Ridiculous. Okay, here we go. Now, this is something that Pens and Pen Blades would probably like, and he'll be able to tell me if I got a good deal. With shipping and handling, let me look at my receipt. I'll tell you how much I spent. Paid $1.50 for the pen, shipping, tax, title, the whole shebang. Was $4. I paid $6 and something total, tax, title, and the shipping and the pen. Well, it's a pen set, was $1.50. So either I really bought a bad pen set, or I got the deal of the decade. Let's see what it is. I just want a nice little pen pencil set. It's nothing super special. There's what it is. Schaefer USA, click. Yeah, easy for me to say. Let's see what we got here. Schaefer, nice little presentation box. Oh, it's still got the little information in here. Again, these are kind of like getting knives. You get a little, this is like history here because this thing's pretty old. Printed in the USA. Okay, this is pretty cool. Nice little presentation. Let's get the pencil out. This is the pencil. Yeah, this is the pencil because it's a mechanical pencil. Let's see if it's got a number on it. Okay, that is way too tiny for my eyes to read. Let's see if we can get it here. Come on. USA made in USA. I thought maybe it said Schaefer. So it doesn't have a model number. But that's the pencil. Just a nice little pencil. And this is the pen. Oh, cool. Nice. Just a nice little pen and pencil set. I just, it's probably ain't worth a darn, but I wanted it, so I bought it. And it still comes in all the original stuff. That's pretty cool. See what's behind nothing behind it. I thought maybe there'd be something cool back there. Yeah, I'm a little kid at heart, hoping there's goodies. Very cool set, Stan. Thank you, Jason. I just been wanting something that nice pen and pencil set. I got an awesome pen from Pens and Pen Blades there. Man, he sent me a beautiful pen. Hey, Bubba, what's up? I was just showing my pen and pencil set I won, that it cost me more for shipping than it did for that, and my Wizbanger today. This is for hunting T-Rexes. It's the T-Rex Skinner. Actually, it's from Timber Rattler. Just a big old beastie. What's the number on this one? Right there, if anybody wants to try and get one. TR 139. Yeah, this thing's a big boy. Stan Hunt. T-Rex. Ugh. That's Captain Cave Stan. You didn't know I have multiple personalities, did y'all? Yep, I have Captain Cave Stan, Stanables, Stanley, Sloth. He's a very interesting one. I haven't looked it up yet, Jason. Thank you, though. One Angry Kitty asked about. I haven't looked them up yet, but I will be. Yeah, Captain Caveman's what it's based on, Bubba. Absolutely. Yeah, because I want to check that oil out. I've been thinking of making my own oil concoction for stuff, but I got to figure out what I want to do. I'm probably going to make up one that's non-food grade for freeing up badly rusted pivots and stuff, and then make up one, or not rusted, but badly dirty, kind of like a cleaner, and then one that is food grade for when you're done and it's ready to go after you've given a good cleanup. Yeah, Captain Caveman was the best, come running out, boonga boonga, Cavey, no like him, and then Captain Caveman. Yeah, I watched entirely too much cartoons. Him, Scooby-Doo. I still want to know on Scooby-Doo what exactly was in those Scooby snacks. You know, because you got Shaggy and Scooby that are always hungry. They're always seeing ghosts. Something's just not right about those Scooby snacks, you know? Yeah, I mean, and then Scooby's talking, you know, I mean, come on. I mean, there's just something in those Scooby snacks, you know. You got Scooby going, Rooks, you know, and stuff. And it's just like, I mean, it's, they should have had Shaggy carrying a knife like this, you know, my whiz banger for today. Zoinks, I'll get him, Scooby. I don't do a good Shaggy, but still. I know, you know what was in those Scooby snacks? What was in it, man? Little ganja. Yeah, those were their edibles before the edibles were edibles. Oh, goodness. I am in a goofy mood today. Stan, don't be running around in your loincloth. Someone will call the cops. It's too cold to be running around on a loincloth, Jason. It's in the 30s and it's snowing right now. Plus, most of the cops know me. And I'm kidding. Most cops don't know me. I'm very under the radar around here. I don't like too many things going on. I'm a very good law-abiding citizen. It's 50 here. Well, you got the toasty part of the country there, Jason. It's 36 here. So, yeah, we're supposed to get 6 to 12 inches of snow between now and Friday morning. Yay! How lucky can one guy get? I'm still working on my snowblower for my other piece of property. My tractor's ready to go for here. So that means then it's supposed to snow for like the next 2 weeks straight, according to the weather report. So that means when I get my Gravely fixed and take it back over to the other piece of property, I'm going to have to park out on the road. 2-lane, thank goodness it is a country road. Park out on the road, get this Gravely off, blast into the driveway, pull in the truck and trailer, and hopefully nobody hits my truck and trailer when it's parked on the side of the road. Well, on the road, because the plows will go through, so there's really not much of a side. This is not normal. For 50, yeah, in Pennsylvania. Or no, Jason's in New York, ain't or I always get confused. Is Jason upstate New York or Pennsylvania? Jason, where are you? I get so confused. I have too many people I've sent stuff to and too many friends. Upstate New York, that's right. And stuff. And I shouldn't say too many. I enjoy it, but it's warm in Jersey too. Hey, be happy while you got it, because yeah. The only good thing is right now with the snow is because it's warm enough, it's melting right away. So it's just flurries, I guess you'd call it. But I'm sure once the nighttime gets here and it drops below 32, it'll be, hey, George, how you doing? George Bramlett. Good to see you in here, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be bad then. But, yep, just got my Wizbang Wednesday. And where did I put I already lost my pen set. And my pen set I got in today. That was my mail calls, my pen set. I know it's not knives, but, you know, EDC gear. You can be a knife guy in EDC. I still love this knife. 70 here. Brian, I say this with all the love in my heart. I hate you. Just letting you know. I would love to be sitting in 70-degree weather, because when it gets cold here, with all the problems with my neck, it feels like somebody's pulling on my neck, pulling down on this one. Feels like stuff's running up my head on this side. It's, yeah. Yeah, Jason says he used to love you too, Bubba. See? You just ruined it for everyone. See? And you were loved. Bubba, you are not getting a T-Rex Skinner in your Christmas stocking this year. Bubba's like, I didn't really want one, but okay. Bubba says he's officially retired from YouTube as of the day, I guess, since y'all don't love me anymore. We still love you. We just hate that you are in nice 70-degree warm weather. And Bubba, I think you said you're going to Disney here real soon. Enjoy it, man. It's a lot of walking. But if you're like me, when you get on the longer rides or you get in like a show or something, just take a nap, because it's nice temperature in there. I just usually fall asleep. Nah, I'm joking, man. Sorry. Still getting over that creeping crud. I can't wait for tomorrow, man. We don't do turkey here because like I'm the only one that likes turkey, but we got gonna have ham and I think prime rib, so that'll be a good choice. Bubba says, sounds good. I love naps. I don't get them, but love them. Well, you might get them there because like they have a ride on in Disney in the Magic Kingdom. It's the Carousel of Creativity or something like that. It's a, you set in a thing and it's a long ride that goes through stuff and it's dark and man, I always fell asleep. I just, I remember one time I actually watched the whole thing and I was like, is this how the show's been the whole time? And my wife's like, yes. I'm like, wow, cool. I stayed awake. Yeah, I'm a dork. Bubba, if you're more than welcome, man. Yeah, and if you like roller coasters, man, there's all sorts of fun roller coasters. Expedition Everest and Animal Kingdom's really cool. It goes backwards. That's pretty cool. That's in Asia. I haven't been there in like 15 or 16 years, so there's some new rides too. I want to go for the Star Wars ride there in the studios, Hollywood Studios, man, because that's what I want to go, because that wasn't there when I was there. That was all different stuff. So yeah, I wonder if they still got the Muppets show. I think they closed down the Muppets show in the Hollywood Studios. That was a fun one to watch. Even my daughter liked it. So I don't know. I worked at Space Mountain years ago. Oh, that'd be cool. Man, last time I rode Space Mountain, I had to stop riding it because I didn't know what was wrong with my neck at the time. I mean, and because you can't see where the turns are, I'd always get off it with a sore neck because, you know, whip your head. Last time I rode Space Mountain, it broke down and we was like up one of the things and the crew had to come and walk us out of there and stuff. It was weird. But at least you got to see what the inside of Space Mountain looked like. Not really that impressive. We're looking forward to it. My oldest son is a Star Wars. I remember you saying a Star Wars fanatic, so that's what he is looking forward to. Oh, absolutely. But it's all cool. Like Epcot is a little bit more laid back. You know, you get to go around to the pavilions, and then they got a lot of like neat other rides like Test Track and Soarin', and they got a lot of really cool stuff in all the parks, you know. But I would say out of all of them, Epcot's probably the most laid back, just kind of, you know, still take you a whole day to get through, but you can mosey along. Magic Kingdom, to do every ride there in one day it's a full day. I mean, and that's if you don't have long waits. Animal Kingdom's really cool. They got some really, really neat live shows with the animals and stuff. It's really cool. Some of those shows are amazing. The Kalahari Rapids is really cool. Expect to get wet. Yeah. I had the music stuck in my head for years. I bet you did, George. If you worked there for any amount of time, I bet you did. We have venison stew going already. Turkey and oh man, Jason, that sounds good. Yeah, I'm surprised we're not having some venison. My son-in-law got both of his buck takes. Oh, he probably doesn't have them back yet from the. Never mind. But they had other stuff. No water attractions or rides for us. What? It's just you're in a big old cart thing, a big old raft. Pretty cool. The only time you get really super wet is if you happen to be the guy going backwards down the waterfalls or like right on the sides. Oh man, I love G.I. Joe, Jason. Slaughter's Marauders tanks with the box. Oh, that sounds cool. None of us want to get wet. Yeah, I can understand. But yeah, man, just have a blast. It's fun there. Animal Kingdom, unless it's changed, which it probably has, they have some really neat live shows too with like performers and stuff. The Tree of Life, the Bug's Life underneath the Tree of Life there, that is a cool show, dude. That's really cool. Yeah, there's so much cool stuff there. I can't wait. My wife and I want to try and go next year by ourselves because every time we've had our daughter and one of her friends. And like I said, next year will be 17 years. We want to try and go by ourselves because, yeah, our grandson's only going to be 2 next year. But, you know, get an idea what it's like now. Because like before, we always left our cell phones in our room, you know, and locked them up because nobody needed a cell phone because we stayed together. That was one of our rules. We always stayed together. You know, like if the girls wanted to ride a second time, we'd wait for them and let them come back. You know what I mean? But Otherwise, we stuck together, and you didn't need your cell phone for the fast passes and stuff. So now it's like different. So we gotta try some different things. Oh, dude, you're gonna love it, Bubba. It's a cool show. The Bug's Life and the Tree of Life. Just looking at all the animal carvings in it, it's so cool to see all of them in there. I guess they're not really carvings. They're supposed to look like carvings, but they're actually concrete, But yeah, man, it is so much fun. It is the food is pricey, but you can still get away with, like they call it, if you sit at a table service where it's a full-on set down waiter comes to you, that's pricey. If you do what they call a fast service where it's like pizza, burgers, you can get some really good stuff for not a bad price. I mean, like I said, 16 years ago, 4 of us had like a really nice meal for like 20 or 25 bucks at a fast food one of their restaurants, and what they call a quick service. And that's 2 girls that are 15, my wife and I, and we all got like burger baskets. So I'm going to guess now maybe that's 40 bucks for 4, but even maybe a little more. But to get 4 burger baskets for nowadays for even $60 ain't bad, especially at Disney, So, oh, the Carousel of Progress is fun, George. That's when I was just telling Bubba I always fell asleep on until the last time we won. I forced myself to stay awake. And it was actually really cool, but I'd always fall asleep because we'd always go to it like towards the end of the day, and I'd be hot, and we'd get in that AC, and I'd just be like, my wife said half the time I was snoring, but lots of times there's not a lot of people on that ride, so she just let me. We're only doing one meal in park the whole way. Okay. Okay, cool. Good deal, man. Make sure you don't take a knife, because I don't know. They were talking about putting in metal detectors, so they might not let you take a knife in there. So if you don't want to have a knife confiscated or something, make sure you don't take a knife with you, buddy. Hall of Presidents is really cool. Oh, Bubba, okay. I didn't realize you went when you was a kid. Okay, cool. I thought you might have been like, your first time too. Because like I didn't go till I was 30. I never went as a kid. No knives, no lighters. Okay, you've already checked on that. I figured you would have. You or your wife, one of you two are pretty squared away. And when you combine you two, you're really squared away. That's like me and my wife. So yeah, but it is fun, man. Take tons of pictures, just have a blast. It's fun. They got so many neat things, so many like live entertainment things, especially in the Magic Kingdom. They do like a stage at the Cinderella's castle, and they do, Main Street USA. If you get there like right at opening going down, then they do it during the day too, singers and stuff and dancers. And it's pretty cool. Tommy boy, Ryan, what's up? And it's really cool. It's a lot of fun, man. I am so looking forward to going next year. I just hope we can pull it off. We got so much stuff we got to get done, and so many home repairs that need to be done on the home we live in and our other property. And it's just, where do you put the funds, but like my wife said, we haven't really done anything. Yes, we went and visited family a couple times, a couple years ago when I first retired or got retired. We haven't really done anything since 16 years ago. And she's like, sometimes to keep mental sanity, you need to go do some things. And I agree with her. So, yeah. Oh, dude, yes, Pirates of the Caribbean, George. Oh, I forgot about that. It's a cool ride too. Yes, definitely. There are so many cool rides there. It's amazing. Even some of the like rides that you go to that you think is going to be like the Haunted Mansion. First time I went to that, my wife was telling me memories she had from when she was a little girl, what with her parents. And I'm like, oh man, this is going to be so lame. But the special effects are so good. And it's just fun. And even like Peter Pan's flight and the Seven Dwarfs mine and that stuff, they're just fun, even though they're kind of a little kiddish, but they're still fun, Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Brian, get to meet up with Patrick from Cheesy Moon Workshop. That's awesome, dude. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Jason said, please hit that like button for a pleasantly plump brother. Who are you talking about, Jason? Oh, Ow. Oh, my neck. Oh, man, that's going to be a good time right there, Bubba. Anytime you get to meet up with somebody is awesome. We was hoping to meet up with Thomas last week because we was going to go down to Florida to visit our cousins again. And then with the government shutdown and all the flights being all boogered up, my wife came home like on the Saturday prior because we was going to leave Monday, I think it was. And she's like, we're not going. I'm like, what? She goes, I already called him. She goes, she works for Daryl, and she goes, flights are so boogered up right now. She goes, I don't know how long it's going to take before they're cleared up. I am not going. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not going to argue. And she knows how I get stressed out around lots of people at airports and stuff. So if it's more boogered up, it just, yeah. Oh yeah, Haunted Mansion deserves more than one time. Oh, absolutely. Because I'll be honest, the Haunted Mansion, I don't think you can catch all the nuances and everything in one ride. That's something that if you do get a chance to go back again, maybe not back to back, but like it's towards the end of the day, you guys are saying, oh, let's do 2 more rides before we're out of here. That is one that, you can catch more things and see different things because there's so much to see in that ride. Sorry, hopefully that wasn't too loud, ears. I tried to cover my mic some. Yeah, Bubba, have fun, man. It's going to be a good time for you and your family. Make sure you take some videos for us too, a little bit. I know you're not going to want to do too much because, you got your family and stuff, but, maybe if you got to sit down for a minute or something, everybody's resting. If you don't mind, hit a little, at least the iconic sites like Cinderella's Castle or, stuff like that for us, buddy. Well, shoot, it's been 26 minutes. I've been blabbing about Disney, man. I am a Disney fan as far as their theme parks. I don't really like Disney's politics, but that is what it is, but hey, it is what it is. It's like everything. I don't necessarily agree with anybody or anything 100%. So, you just got to go and look at the good and have fun and just enjoy like I said, some of the live performances are just amazing that you can go to that are included in your park pass and stuff. It's amazing. Some of the acrobatics and stuff these people can do. It just, yeah. Yeah, that's all I'll say. Well, yep, like Jason just said, have a fantastic Thanksgiving, everybody. I love you all. You guys are like my long distance family. You know that. I'm going to get out of here. I don't know if I'm going to put a video out tomorrow. I'll probably put my shorts out because those are easy to make. But I probably won't do a video tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be about actually getting to spend some time with family. My wife has to work tomorrow, but she's blessed, gets to work from home. So that's cool. So I have somebody here as I'm trying to make up the dishes that we are taking to Thanksgiving. If I have questions, I can ask because one of them I've never made before. So I'm sure I can follow a recipe, but sometimes, yeah, you know how that goes, but, so yeah, I'm excited about tomorrow because I really thought she was going to have to get up at the butt crack of dawn to go in early so that she could be home by noon to get ready to go to my daughter's house by 2, so yeah, that was awesome news. She just called me about an hour ago and said she gets to work from home tomorrow. I was like, yes, so especially for having a snowstorm, that takes a little stress off me. I don't really worry about her driving because she's got a good car, good tires, but I worry about others, Plus, honestly, sometimes we're all a little crazy driving. So, well, hey, I've been on here blabbing long enough. I love y'all. Everybody have an awesome Thanksgiving. And if you're blessed and got a long weekend, enjoy it. Yeah, I know I used to love these long weekends because I'd get a long weekend, and I enjoyed those 4 days off. So everybody, I appreciate you all joining in on the live. If you didn't make the live, but you get to watch the rerun, I appreciate that too. With that being said, live long, prosper, and collect your own way.